I started drinking during Gardic. I don't know what you're talking about. They were like, "Oh, Fawn, you're so hype. You're so excited on stage." I was like, "You damn right I am. I sure am. I am." You're hyped for boot camp 6? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I love Expetu.
I love shit
It's
gameplay.
my favorite drink. I mean, YouTuber.
Exactly.
Anyway, on that note, what is up, you guys? Welcome to the Savvy Scoundrel Slayers podcast, episode number 6. That's right, episode number 6. We are now on our second hand. Lamau Fonz didn't go through.
Tragic. Feels bad,
Tragic.
man. I like pulled the mic in and everything. I tried.
There we go.
I did.
Much better. So, episode number 6. This is post New Year's. Instead of pre-New Year's. We had our last podcast. Fawn wasn't here because she was sick, but she is back and feeling much better, it seems.
Yeah.
Even though she's still nice and disgruntled. But anyway, I'm your boy SG.
I'm honest, baby.
Caption.
I'm Fawn. The disgruntled lady human.
You should have a cane.
We really should get Fawn a cane.
Oh, that'd be too funny. I'm gonna get like a decked out cane though. That's like all like it's like clear, like bluish clear, so it looks like an icicle. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get one of those.
Perfect.
That's on brand.
Yeah.
True.
So we are back with some new topics today. Season 12 has finally started. Woohoo! Placements. How's everybody doing? Honest?
Well, I was at 100% win rate after game 2. Now, I'm more leaning towards 20% win rate.
I feel
Sounds
you.
about right.
After the next 3. Yeah. So, it's decent. Yeah, well, it's actually more like 40%. That's decent. You want to come backable.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Still got some
backable
games
for
left
sure.
in your placement.
Yeah.
What about you,
Wasn't
Taption?
horrible.
I hope you guys won't be disappointed after hearing this, but I have not played any placements yet. I've been playing non-ranked league games because, hear me out.
Tisk.
Hear me out. I don't play preseason because I feel like preseason is a piece of shit and people are always trolling. And I feel like ranked games don't feel like ranked games in preseason. And I only play ranked games.
Louder for the people in the back. Louder for the people in the back, Taption. Yes.
Yes. Me for president. But but I am starting to play more League nowadays than TFT. And I think starting today or maybe tomorrow, I'm going to start playing some placements. And I'll let you guys know how it goes on the next one. Hopefully, I'll come up with a good news and not a bad one.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
What about you, Fawn? How are your placements going?
Mine looking a little like honest placements looking. Looking a little like honest placements looking. You know, I need to, the problem was I played those placements games and I didn't have my crack. Okay? So next time I go into a ranked game, I will make sure that I brew the crack up and drink at least half of it. And then maybe we'll get the dubs.
And then you'll play cracked.
Exactly. Yeah. Smurf on him. Exactly.
It's directly related, for sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
The more caffeine in your system, the higher LP the gains are.
Exactly.
Yep.
So, yes, fingers crossed. But the good news is, no matter what, I will place higher this season than I have climbed in most seasons that I've played League. So I'll take that as a dub.
Nice. Congrats.
I'm better than me before, which is all that matters.
Yeah, old Fawn, she sucks.
Dog
know.
water.
It's all about
trash
new Fawn.
ADC. New Fawn, slightly less trash, slightly less dog water, but still dog water, still trash.
But
Slightly better.
Here's the difference between last year Fawn and this year Fawn.
Mm-hmm.
Last year Fawn can't improve. This year's Fawn
Exactly.
still got a whole year.
Wow.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how you beat
True.
yesterday.
That made me feel something, man. That made me feel something hard.
Deep. That was deep. That was really deep.
What about
we
you,
call
SG?
this segment #deep.
Yep. For real though, low key.
My placements were not as great as I was expecting.
I
Finished
entered
bronze.
his first 5.
Yes, this is true, but that's okay. Gives you lots of room to improve. I finished my placements at bronze 3, 63 LP. But my MMR gains are solid. Gaining about 23 LP per win and losing about 8. So league knows not where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, Riot's like, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? You literally
like,
made
what
the
happened?
placements so you would hit silver automatically, and you just lost half of those games.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's
Did you
all
lose half of them?
Fawn's fault.
Dude, I only lost 3. We only lost 3. We won the other 2. We won the other 2. I carried one of those. Listen.
But yeah, so it's not terrible. There's lots of room for improvement. I am in the process of deciding whether or not it's worth it to keep playing support, or if I really want to go back to the jungle where I belong. I've had some Kha'Zix games that I've been playing where it's just wiped the floor good. Like, it really just makes you wonder, why on earth would you switch?
Why would you suffer bot lane when you don't have to? Why would you suffer bot lane when you don't have to?
So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so that's placements. The new champ is coming out. Zuri? I think that's what she's
I
called.
think that's how you say it.
Zeri?
Right?
You excited, Fawn? She's supposed to be an 80 carry.
I ain't looked.
Somebody not doing her homework.
I watched like a very short video of like her going over like walls and stuff, but isn't she supposed to be like a jungler? Even though she's like
She
she's like
can jungle.
Okay.
Phil has done a clear on her, and it's fairly healthy. She can do a full clear in like 320 is a full clear 6 camps.
Which, to put in perspective, me and Taption, so I was thinking of picking up Jax, right?
Mm-hmm.
We both went into practice tool and practiced freaking Jax's jungle clear. Just 5 camps, not all 6.
Mm-hmm.
We skipped Krugs. And we
No, not the
still
Krugs.
couldn't make
Golem.
it that fast.
Double
Oh
golem.
yeah, golems.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
And we were barely getting like 320. Like 320.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we were like
315.
325 often. Like, we could solidly get 325. But
So we
that's
could
10
never get
seconds
under
after
320.
Scuttle.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, this is how much time it takes for you to clear all of your camps in the jungle and get to the Scuttle Crab, right? So a solid 6 camp clear on a normal jungler should take you anywhere between 3 minutes 10 seconds to 3 minutes 15 seconds is like a perfect clear, because right at 3 minutes and 15 seconds, the first Scuttle Crab spawns. That's less important now with the new preseason change, or the new season 12 changes, because Scuttle Crab gives you less experience. Before, you could do a 3 camp clear into a Scuttle and still get hit level 4, and now you can't do that. So that does make a pretty big difference in play. It takes the importance of getting the first Scuttle Crab off, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, her
Thank
jungle
you,
clear looks really
Professor
solid.
SG. We appreciate you for that information.
It's Professor Hidden, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my bad,
Mhm,
Professor
mhm.
Hidden. Thank you. Appreciate you. But yeah, it looks like it'll be pretty. She looks like a cool champion in general, though. Like the fact like her little wall surfing mechanic is pretty neat.
She's like Talon meets Lux meets Akshan.
Meets Talia.
Urgot.
Yeah.
I think it's
Urgot.
Urgot because her auto does like burst damage, like
Oh, true. It like hits
Which
7
is that,
times.
but that's what Akshan's does. Akshan's is 2.
but Jerry does
Yeah.
like 8,
That's fair.
which is more close to Urgot, I would say. Because
Oh,
Urgot's
and plus meets Blitzcrank because of her ultimate ability.
What
Yeah,
is
I need
her
to
ult?
go watch the video. I didn't watch
Her
the
ult
video
does
on
like a supercharge thing in an area and like increases attack speed, damage, lowers the number of bullets that are fired off of her auto attacks down to like 3, but does increase damage. I think she gains movement speed.
She should do some sort of AOE as
Yeah,
well.
I'm
doesn't
pretty
she?
sure like when she does the ult, it does an AoE thing like Blitzcrank does.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Regardless, she's basically like 5 different champions had a kid and had a new and that's the new champion.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's
It'll be
kinda where they're
interesting to see
going
how
now.
it plays.
I mean, look
Yeah.
at Akshan. Literally multiple champs.
Yeah,
With
like
add one new mechanic.
basically.
The
The
Yeah,
hook
grappling
was
sounds
pretty
about right.
awesome though. The hook thing when it first came out was sensational.
It's true.
It just
was so
felt
dope.
good.
It's so fun. I still love playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Low
played it.
key, now that we're talking about new champions and how they are similar to the previous champion, I feel like when they don't really have a good ability to give to champions, they just give them like stealth as a skill. I feel like
Literally.
I feel like they do that to too many champions nowadays.
It's true. I feel like every champ can go invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And now
it's quite a
Chemtech
bit.
drag.
Yeah, we don't need to talk
True.
about. We don't want to talk about.
So
that.
now everything's just stealth. You know, just pink ward everything.
Yep.
Nobody buys pink words in low elo. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, it's not
True.
worth. Nobody even sees the rap anyway.
Yeah.
Dude, there was like one pink word that I remember I had dropped. What is the MVP word? You know, when you're on that one side. I can't remember what the
Yeah.
map looks like. You know what I'm talking. You know the word I'm talking about. Y'all know what word I'm talking about. The MVP word.
Sure.
Literally, it stayed there for 10 years. It stayed there for 10 years. Like, you just walk right over it. They're like, oh, pink, whatever. Let me just walk to red buff, I guess. It's like, all right.
Yep.
Like,
It's true. That ward is OP. I've had it last whole game.
literally. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
LCS. The LCS starts
Oh.
on the 14th.
Mm-hmm.
The new
Right around the
LCS
corner.
season.
Waiting for
I'm
Honor
right around the
stream.
corner.
Go!
100 Thieves!
100 team. They play the first game against TSM. So we're starting out on a dub because TSM sucks.
Is
They
Bjergsen
just
back?
lost
Dang.
Bjergsen.
Oh.
True.
Bjergsen is
Savage.
back, but he is playing for Team Liquid now.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was a huge thing when that happened because originally he announced he was coming back to the LCS to play for TSM,
Mm.
and then what, like 2 weeks?
Yeah, like
After
2 or
his
3 weeks
announcement,
after TSM posts,
they announced-
they're like we offered him a really competitive offer,
Mhm.
and he still turned our asses down.
Mm.
Dang.
and is going to the next loser.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
So, just to
I'm telling
recap.
you, Bjergsen 100T Bjergsen.
Really?
That's the play. That's the play. If he wants to win Worlds, that's the play.
Just to recap,
Yeah.
I was just wondering, how did last season end? Who was like the top 5 team in LCS?
It was literally 100 Thieves number 1, Team
Uh-huh.
Liquid 2, TSM, Cloud9, 3 and 4, kind of tiered between the two.
I think Cloud9 placed higher than TSM
Yeah,
on the ladder.
Cloud9 did place higher, but I feel that they were like pretty equal
Okay.
opponents, and then everyone else was ass.
Dang, man.
Like pick a team that was the 5th.
Oh wow.
I mean, you're not wrong though, and that's kind of been the big talk around the LCS for the like after the season ended, right? It was like working on the academy side of things for the LCS, and talking about how the academy really just can't compete with some of the others for the other leagues, right? Talk about Europe and all the leagues that they have over there. Like their versions of academy is just so much better than what the LCS has going for them right now, just because the programs just aren't good.
That's true.
And the player base on the pro level is seeing that as a direct correlation when they're picking their rosters, is that the players just aren't the same caliber.
True.
Yeah,
So-
I'm definitely thinking Cloud9 drops. I think CLG. I think they're on the rise.
What about Team
Oh.
Liquid?
Yeah, Team Liquid's gonna do well, but I bet it's 100 Thieves and Team Liquid in the finals, and I bet Bjergsen makes it so it's not the fastest best of 5 finals we've seen. So
So it's
Make it
actually
something
going to
worth
be a
watching.
fight this year.
yeah, it might be a 3-1. Team Liquid will be like, we got a dub against 100 Thieves. Let's go. And not in a 3rd place, 4th place game.
Okay.
That's so
So
funny.
obviously, SG and Honest is both rooting for TSM. Is there a team that you're rooting for, Fawn?
Wait,
Or are
100
you also
Thieves?
on the TSM? Not 100 Thieves. I mean 100 Thieves.
I
was
just
about to
saw
say,
their
that's
faces. I was
slander
like,
in
they
this
didn't
household,
register.
sir.
Whoa, yeah.
It didn't register.
Fawn, do
We're
you have a
rooting for
team
TSM
that
to
you're
go that
rooting
way.
for?
Oh, not particularly. I don't really pay attention to the LCS until it's time to watch Worlds, and I'm like, all right, lit. Now it's time. Now we're excited. Now we're hype, and then that's when I start paying attention to LCS. Otherwise, I'm like, let me figure out how this wave works. Like, how do I freeze this? Like,
True.
Well,
Focus on your
I guess
own gameplay.
it makes sense though for the average league player to not be following the LCS, or really any of the other the pro scene, because you try to take pro scene strats and apply it into your solo queue games, and you're just gonna rickroll your team.
mhm.
True.
It
It's a
just
different
doesn't.
game.
It's totally different. And I mean, Nice says this all the time when he's talking to his clients and stuff, and when we're talking in boot camp, it's just totally different. The way the
Mhm.
game is played. Yeah. But speaking of boot camp,
Wait,
What?
oh
Caption, did you say that? Like, do you have?
oh
a team?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
SG,
your
how
team.
could you do this to me?
I'm sorry.
SG, I'm not talking to you anymore.
God.
Sorry, I was too distracted by my dog.
I don't have much to say about LCS because I don't follow LCS like Fawn, but I do follow LCK, which is a higher level league in my opinion, and the opinion of the whole populations, I would say.
Did
I
you see
mean-
100 Thieves sweep freaking SKT in their final game?
You mean they
But-
lost to SKT?
No, they lost to
But-
SKT in the first game. The second game, it wasn't close.
But the LCK made it to the finals of Worlds. So
I guess that's fair.
you gotta kind of give them some props for that.
Yeah.
Also,
LCS made it to Worlds, but they didn't make it to finals.
Also,
Feels bad, man.
last World, since we're on that topic, 4 out of 4 LCK teams went to the best of 8, or best of 8. While
Quarterfinals.
our quarterfinals. While how many NA teams went to the quarterfinals?
I don't think 100 Thieves is
Shots
there,
fired.
so none for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, if 100 Thieves not there, none.
I think
Yeah.
the one team
Shots
was for
fired.
JJ. I think that was the only team that may have went, but I'm not really sure.
Mm-mm.
So
They did not.
I do follow LCK. My favorite team is SKT, if anyone did not know already. And honestly, I don't know if this is gonna be their strongest season. They have a pretty shallow roster, but that's for another conversation.
But they have Faker.
yeah, In terms of
So
in terms of LCS, I'm on the same boat as you guys because we kind of family, so we got to root for the same team. Am I right? So we are.
true.
I can't speak for Fawn, but I'm on the 100 Thieves fam myself. So
Nice.
can leave it off of that.
100T, yeah. Actually, you know what? I like Ray. We'll be on the 100T bandwagon. I like Ray.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
I do like Courage too. Courage is so funny. Have you watched like any of his latest videos? They're so freaking hilarious. I
think I've
love
watched him.
Courage. But now you
It's
can go
pretty-
on
it's
to
pretty
that
quality.
topic.
Right.
But yeah, so
Yes.
Boot Camp 6,
Mhm.
Expetu Technologies starts tomorrow. Well, tomorrow at the time of
Well-
us recording this.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
will be like
tomorrow-
it'll have already happened. Once
Well,
we...
it'll have started when this goes out.
Yeah, it'll be like we'll be day 3.
Oh,
We'll be on day 2.
3.
Yeah,
Day
day
2.
3.
We'll
Day
be
Day
three,
done
2
with
of
day
Wednesday.
paid
2.
boot camp.
Day
Oh,
3.
Oh, doesn't it start on
Huh?
the 10th?
It starts on the
Wednesday is
10th,
13th?
Monday.
Yeah. So it's day 3 of boot camp, but it's day 2 of the paid portion of boot camp.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I understand.
All right.
Peep Cam in the background just chasing
Yeah.
his tail.
I
He's
think
living
they
his
found his
best life.
tail. He found his
He's
tail
living
and now
his
he's trying to get it. He's like,
But
holy
yeah.
cow.
Expetu Technologies.
Come
We have
get
lots
the
of fun
Shin
stuff.
Tech. Sorry.
Shen Tech. It'll
Give
have
us,
a lot of
give
fun
us
stuff in there.
a hype event that Expetu's doing.
A hype event that Expetu is doing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Like, I want some of
he's-
the juice.
Some
I mean,
juice.
they're doing like Sunday is gonna be Shen Day. And it's just everything that's going on Sunday all revolves around Shen. The rest of the week, like there's like one lecture per day that's gonna be Shen related, but Sunday is gonna be Shen Day. So the guest speaker, Shending Help, is gonna be here. And he's gonna be
Ooh.
giving a presentation.
Dang.
Expetu's gonna be doing his advanced Shen gameplay lecture. During that time, Fruitcake is doing a Shen support lecture during that time. So like everything that's going on that day is going to be all Shen related. So if that's something you're interested in, I think it's going to be a really good time. And there's going to be stuff going on for all the other lanes too, not just
Yeah.
top lane, but that is like the theme of this boot camp.
And the rest of us non-top laners will probably get more attention because all the top laners will be in the top class away from us. In
True.
a little island like they're
On their
used to.
island where they belong.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
with the new TP change too, right? The new TP change, that we won't get top laners ganking bot lane at 3 minutes.
Now we actually
For
have a
5 minutes.
valid reason for not going to other lanes before 14 minutes, whether you like it or not. We're not going to other lanes before 14 minutes because Riot made us play that way. So it's Riot's fault, not our fault.
Well, I mean, but see,
Understandable.
I think that was a solid quality of life change, personally, because one,
He's been playing
it
bot lane
extend-
for too long.
one, it makes sure that, you know, it kind of extends the game a little bit, right? It makes sure that ADC maintains some agency in the game, because if the top laner gets too ahead because they TP down, get a double kill bot lane, and then go back to their lane, the ADC is irrelevant at that point, right? And so, you know, by preventing top lane to gank like that early, or even mid lane, a mid lane roam with a TP instead of just walking down river, like it's so much more punishing for anybody to leave their lane early, which then gives ADC and support some more agency later in the game because they get to spend some more time farming and playing their own lane. So I do think it was a solid quality of life change, but I can understand for somebody that's used to applying pressure on the map early to not be able to utilize that.
Yeah,
Kind of sucks.
that would be kind of rough, but
I'm
Doesn't
I
happy.
don't use TP.
Another
No
reason
more-
I like... go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine.
I was just going to say, another reason why I like the new change is because before that, we have to save TP and walk to lane just in case a fight breaks out at drag or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if it's before 14 minutes, we know we're not going to use it anywhere else on the map. So we just TP right back to lane. And so we just focus on laning more. And I feel like it's a win-win situation for people that don't like any top laners to engage in other lanes and top laners themselves.
That's
Well,
true.
also mid.
And mid
Who
too.
cares
I'm
about
just true. I'm just glad that I will not be getting double TP'd on at 5 minutes bot lane anymore. Yes, we love those. We take that. That's a massive dub. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I just remember the one
Unless
time
they
I got
pull some-
TP'd on from a bush ward at like 5 minutes. I was like, all right, I guess
Yeah.
the game's over. Cool.
Unless they pull something sneaky and TP to the tower and then like walk into the alcove,
Yeah,
right?
path
And then
to
hide in the
True.
brush that way. That is an option, but I don't feel like it's as rewarding because the more time that you spend sitting in the bush waiting for the gank opportunity to open up, the more experience you're losing in your associated lane. So I
Mhm.
don't know how much like
Right.
that's a worthwhile play.
Yeah, and it's just easier to gank when you actually just TP behind them and close them from front and the back and just
Right.
collapse
True.
on them from both sides.
So Taption, you play a lot of Shen, right?
Yes, I do. Shen is one of my top 3 picks all time.
You
Why?
excited?
I personally feel like I am not really good at getting solo kills. I'm good at going even and not getting killed by my opponent in any matchup. But I also don't really put a lot of pressure on them because I'm kind of scared of getting ganked. And I just like going even in my lane. But what Shen does is even if you go even in your lane, you have the ability to help out your team members whether they're winning or losing. And I feel like Shen is a super solid pick to solidify winning games. If you're ahead with a Shen, it's really hard to lose that game because every time you have TP or ulti, you just go to side lane and push those
Yeah.
lanes in, and the other team typically does not know what to do. That's why I play a lot of Shen when I'm climbing in this silver or gold era and getting to plat before getting to plat because they usually don't know how to manage their lanes. So they either lose so much farm because I push it in and crash it into the tower and they're not there, or they lose out on the team fight because I just TP or OT to the team fight when they're in the side lane and they don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's Shen's OP. I freaking
Mhm.
love a Shen when I master Yi.
A good
Which-
Shen.
A good
Yeah.
Because there's
Shen.
some pretty dog water Shens.
True.
I think that was Taption that one time that we were in a team fight. I think it was a what's it called? What's the name of it? Clash. I think it was a Clash
Oh.
game where it was like it might have been Anti. I can't remember. Our top laner was playing Shen, and I had like 10 HP in the middle of a team fight, and I got insta shit off. Oh, so good. I love a good Shen. We
Mhm.
love a good Shen.
And the fat shield is also very great too.
Mm-hmm.
So are you stoked for the Shen lessons?
Of course, I'm stoked. But I did a lot of research on Shen, so I'm really eager to learn like something that I haven't learned yet before, which there probably will be, because challengers there's some crazy stuff, and I'm really excited to get those lessons and see if I can level up my Shen game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Shen
Yeah.
gaming.
Watch out, solo queue. I'm coming with the Shen.
Okay.
Yeah, they min-max hard. And so, yeah, I'm stoked for boot camp because I just want to freaking get back into the league. Like, my focus has been very lackluster on league. I mean, you can ask Taption every night when everybody's left and it's just me and him. And he's like, so what do you want to play? I'm like, TFT? Because I'm like, I don't want to play League.
I've been
But
avoiding
he does
it
have
in
a good
preseason
point.
too.
He does have a good point that when you stop playing, it's hard to get back into. But then once you start playing, you'll take off. There's no stopping.
Do you guys have that spreadsheet that JS made for like your games. I'm gonna send
Oh
that to you
yes,
guys.
I do. I do
Yeah, that's
have
really
that.
useful. Where it has like the little like individual sections, like you play 3 games and
Mhm.
then like you take a break, and it like you measure like your focus, like your intensity and like your win loss, and then like any notes and stuff. I was like, yo, I'm about to use this. This is like actually very 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 useful. 10 out of 10 would recommend utilizing. Do you have it, Taption?
I
Do
don't
you
think
have
so.
it, SG? I'm gonna send it to y'all. Y'all need it. Just like copy and paste like the template. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right.
Would recommend.
I'm excited.
Look
Yeah,
at
little
this, dude.
poppers.
You're just freaking eating my hand, bro.
He's just, he's living his best pupper life.
I mean, your hand
Let him
looks
do
pretty
his
meaty,
thing.
honestly. So
Yeah.
don't blame him.
Maybe you could go on like a jog or something, so that way it doesn't look so
I didn't
You
mean
know.
I didn't mean it to be that way, but
meaty,
Meaty.
meaty.
like a
Go
plump
play with
chicken.
your mom, bro.
Like a plump chicken.
Yeah, meaty.
Chickens,
You know?
I don't know. Chickens are still kind of like sparse looking, even if they're like plump. Like they're still kind of like, especially they got those skinny legs. Like I
Yeah.
Chicken
don't know if I
legs,
think of like
as
I don't
they
think
say.
some may refer to it as chicken legs. I don't know that chickens would be what my brain would go to if I was thinking about something like plump. Actually, no, like a nice roasted bird.
Yeah,
Actually, like plump and
Like-
yeah, okay.
like a
Juicy.
turkey, a roasted
Juicy.
chicken, freaking
Dang, I want to rotisserie
Primo.
chicken now.
yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds
pretty good.
fire.
I'd
That
say
sounds really good.
plump, meaty, definitely. Yeah,
Like my blue
that-
tea.
Top shit with the
Oh
fat
my
ass.
Mhm.
I'm
Oh, it's
curious
too
now.
good.
Who has the fattest ass? You think it's
Don't-
you?
Nah, don't even. Don't do it. Don't do it, sir. Mm-mm.
What about between the dudes?
Y'all kind of skinny, so it's hard to tell.
I'm not skinny. I got some broad.
I got some
Okay.
Y'all kind of.
I
Y'all
think
kind of
Taption's
thin.
definitely got the smallest one. That's for
Oh.
sure. Me and SG, it's probably a toss up.
Yo, did you see the betrayal on his face when you said that? He said, "Excuse me."
You said what?
He said,
It's like
"Listen."
that moment where I'm like, okay, I'm coming top, and then on my way to top, I stop at the red buff, and he's not paying attention, so he goes in and dies.
I
And
mean,
I'm like, dude,
when
why
you
didn't
say
you wait for me?
When you say you're coming to top, you mean
Betrayal.
you're coming to top. You should stop me by red. You said I'm coming to top after red. Okay.
After red.
Like,
True.
if you say you're coming to top, I'm focusing on the fight and not on the mini map. You are the reason I die in top lane when you make those calls. Okay.
But it's
Listen.
really funny.
Dang.
Honest
coming at
gives
you,
very
Tap.
good comms. We just don't listen.
It's true. I'm like, careful. Nunu's coming bot. You both
I'm
just
like,
keep
yeah,
pushing, and then
we
you
just keep
both
shoving
die.
the wave, and then we
And they're
yeah.
like, freaking, why is Nunu down here? And I'm like,
No, I remember what made me actually start listening to honest like calls like when we first started playing together was there was this one time where he was topside and he goes, "Hey guys, can you go check my blue buff?" Yeah, he's on my blue buff right now. Like, can you guys go check it? And we like ignored him. We were just like, "Nah, he's not on your blue buff, bro. You're like trolling, like whatever." And then we got ganked and he had Honest's blue buff.
yep.
He was like, "Yeah, my whole bot side's gone, guys." Yeah,
it's
I was
gone.
like, dang, gotta listen to Honest. Gotta listen.
I'm like, I'm at just vertical jungle. You guys stay down there, bot. I got top side.
Oh, it's too good. Too good. Too good.
Fawn, you didn't say what your New Year's resolutions were. Because the three of us
Right.
talked about it last episode.
1000 LP challenger.
Hey, tell her about the SMART goals. Make sure she sets a SMART goal.
Set a smart goal. Listen, aim for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll end up among the stars. You might suffocate and die, but that's okay. That's
Or you
okay.
might just
That is okay.
fall from really high ground and just kill yourself. But so if you aim for the moon and you can fall, I guess it hurts. It hurts down when you hit the ground. So maybe you aim for the apple on the tree first before you aim for the moon. Just saying. Just saying.
All right. The immediate goal this season is plat 4. I'll be happy. That's the immediate goal. The end game goal though
is to be the
1K
best
LP
ever.
challenger. Exactly. Rank 1 Ash. Rank 1 Ash in A. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To waffle stomp them is my real quest. To train myself is my cause. There we go.
Fair.
Nice.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
What about
Disgruntled
IRL?
Ashmain.
What do you mean IRL? This is my whole life.
Exactly.
Fair. Fair.
We're gamers.
Quite literally.
We gamers.
We're gamers. I'm like, am I supposed to do something other than sit at my computer for 19 hours a day? I'm confused.
True.
Go
I wish
outside.
that was me.
Honest, it sounds like you have a
Grass?
life outside of game and computer.
I
Grass is green?
wish I didn't.
Wait, what's grass?
True. The life outside of the house, it's
Nah,
not much
Chief.
better than in game, I promise.
This area right here is where I live. I sleep in my bed, and then outside of my room, that's like the outside world. And then there's like the extended outside, and we don't tread in that place. We don't go there. We go there like
remember,
once a month.
That's
Yeah,
where
unless-
DoorDash normally leaves the food.
Yes.
Exactly.
Not in the basket.
Exactly. Not in the basket. Next to the basket that says food basket. People don't
Does
read
that still
instructions. That's
happen?
beside the point. Honest, I've stopped ordering food. Because these people, like, they either deliver it to the wrong house because they don't read. How do I tell you the apartment number and you deliver it to a different apartment number? I tell y'all it's on the second floor. I tell you the stairs are on the parking lot side, not on the street. I tell them all of the information. I said, leave it in the black basket that says food basket on it, and they still leave it on someone else's porch that doesn't even have a basket that says food. I'm like, dude, this is what I'm really disgruntled about in my life. That's what I'm really disgruntled about. You know what?
This directly impacts her gameplay.
Literally, because I'll get like a notification, oh, your food has been delivered, and I'll look at the picture, I'm like, this is not my house. And then I'm raging, and then I miss like 5 minions because I'm pissed.
Or she walks at the angry Lucian.
Literally. I'm like, man, I'm pissed. I'm gonna just run at him. I was like, I'm over it. Alt. And he's like, you probably don't do that. The junglers, I do it anyway, and then I die. Yeah, that's about how it goes. That's about how you know what? IRL New Year's resolution. Stop ordering so much food since they don't even deliver it to my house anyway.
True.
I like that. I like it.
Better
True.
New Year's resolution? Don't walk at the enemy ADC when you're angry.
Nah, I'm gonna keep
Fair.
doing that. I'm gonna keep doing that one. I'm
Which
not
is
gonna
why
stop
Yeah,
that.
It's
you
why
really
I'm
only
leaving
need
your
to
lane.
hit plat. You only really need to hit plat, so it's not
Exactly,
like
you can
that's
walk at
not
until
gonna
then.
work, you know?
Right, that'll work up until plat. That'd be fine.
Sure.
Anywhere above
Usually,
that,
if you
probably
walk-
not.
Listen, if you walk at them, usually they get scared and they walk away 90% of the time. It's just that we're in placement, so like all of the low elo people that are stuck here aren't still here yet. It's the, we're getting some people that know how to play the game and the placements right now. So like
True.
once we get past, like if I play, when I play tomorrow, I could probably walk at him and I'll probably will be okay because we're probably back in like the silver lobbies at that point,
True.
Hopefully. That sounds like a wishful thinking to me.
Nah, fingers crossed.
Fair. Well, I think that's all we got then.
And I think that's where we're going to end it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Savvy Scoundrel Slayers podcast, episode number 6. Don't forget, think about what your ranked goals are for this season number 12, and leave them in the comments below. And we're going to go through and we're going to reply to them. So make sure you guys go like, comment, subscribe, share it to your friends, let them know about the podcast, and leave your ranked goals for season 12 down in the comments. We'll catch you guys next week. Slayers out.
Deuces.
It would have been great if Cam wasn't literally eating my arm the whole podcast.
No, that was the best part. 10 out of 10. That was my favorite part of the whole thing.